The question, Sanjay, I'm going to pose to you is, while everyone is trying to do best for their organization, what step is finance taking for its vendors? I think it's a great question. Merging with Vikas, what is your take on MSMEs? Because I'm just, merging vendors and MSMEs here who have struggled with cash flow. How do they deal with this crisis? And Mother Dairy, since you have a large amount of vendors, you've been up and running 80-90% of your business at this point in time. How did you manage your ecosystem, your vendors, and people who are dependent on you who had cash flow crisis? Sanjay?
Basically, if you see, as I mentioned, we are C2C and farm to fork company. Like most of the suppliers to us are the farmers, and we make payments every 7 days to them, and all the farmers also every 10 days. So we ensured that we bought the milk from them, and we ensured that we made the payment on timely payment to them at the best rates possible, as per the market rates. So we ensured that not even a single day delay was there. So almost we were giving to the farmers back to the about 300 to 400 crores in the market every month to the villagers and everyone, and to the suppliers, all payments were made on time. Not even a single payments were delayed. So we were lucky that we were having the cash flows, and we have a short conversion cycle. We buy the milk, and within 2 or 3 days we are able to sell it, and our 70 to 80% sales are on the cash, other than some institutional and Horeca segments. So our cash conversion cycle is good. As Manas mentioned, sometimes why do you need more cash to run the business? If you have efficient conversion cycle, then your value chain is running fine. Yeah, I agree to that. Yeah. So we were able to do this very efficiently and pay all the vendors on time, and also some vendors who require these things. In case of vendors, we have tied up with the banks, and we are ensuring that they get the cheaper credit through banks. Yeah, we have tied up with the trades. We have done the trades tie up, and we are getting them the funds to the trades network. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Thanks a lot, Sanjay. I would like to reiterate that point to most, large corporates. That's why I actually said, so you have access to banks, you have access to financial institutions, you have had, relationships. Those, MSMEs don't. And I think this is the time to take care of your extended ecosystem. So make those connections and ensure that they have access to funds. Cheap or otherwise is not the conversation. First, they have to have access to funds. And I think what Sanjay said is really great.
I would also like to add, sorry, Kabir,
yeah,
on the MSME part, since we have been dealing with, many of the MSMEs. So my advice, and since there was a very specific question on how they will manage their part, I think one thing which MSMEs should do is to look at their business models very closely. Secondly, many of the companies have credit financing, and as rightly Sanjay said, they have this tie-up with banks. I would also encourage them to look at, some of the discounting facilities which the companies offer. Go back to the companies or go back to the employers and ask them, whether they have this credit facilities where there is a discounting of invoices happening. Third thing is, many of the MSMEs are not very digitally savvy. I would tell them to please get yourself, make more digital savvy, start adopting alternate, UPIs, Paytms, and start learning how, you can reach out to your consumers if they have a business which is more B2C, digitally, even if they are under lockdown. So just, few words I just wanted to add here.